Yo, Jay here. Welcome to the Fit Through series. On this episode, we'll be speaking with Dr. Dion Cunningham, master of the piano. They call it a pianist. This fella, I watch him. He find the keys, he make music, he does everything. He is here going to tell us what it means to be fit to perform. Welcome, Dion.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks for having me, man.
Man, thank you for being here, man. So, tell us what it means to be fit to perform.
Being fit to perform means to do everything possible in your preparation, to make every possible sacrifice so that when the bright lights are on you, and that could be on a stage, but it also could be in an interview, it can be in an engagement where there's kids, it could be in any setting, but making sure that you are absolutely 100% prepared to do what it is that you need to do at that very moment.
Okay, so we can put it to the test. Tupac.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, man.
Things will never be the same. Oh, yeah.
Fella showed off.
Y'all ain't paying me to
showed
sing,
off.
though.
Fella showed off. Okay. Okay. Harry Potter.
Let's see.
That's my one. I don't know my spell, but I feel like I should be doing a spell.
Riding your broom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Well, clearly I cannot stop you. So tell me how did Dion, a guy from New Providence coming up, get to become a doctor of musical arts? Where did it all start from? Because I know for me, for example, I'm into fitness because my family's into fitness. My mother did this, my father did,
That's
my
how we
auntie
met.
did that.
Yeah.
So tell me, was it the same for you, or you just saw something on TV? How did you get to where you are now? Tell us about the journey.
So I had to say, first of all, it probably started, no, not probably, it did start actually with my mother. Dion Cunningham is her name. And before I was born, or anything, she prayed, she said, Lord, I want my house to be filled with music. And I was her firstborn child. Now, I don't know if she had all of this in mind, but I would say that it really began there. When I was born, growing up, like most kids, you go outside, you play around, you have a good time. But I do remember, this was not giving away my age here, but I do remember, those days where there was only one television channel. I'm old enough to remember that. And one of the things I remember was seeing Francis Fox. Francis Fox, who is a musician and pianist in the country, he would always have these segments on ZNS TV. And I remember sitting down and watching him play one day, and I said, you know what, one day I'm going to do that. And then, because both of my parents, they're both involved in ministry. My father, Dion Cunningham, we would always go around to different churches whenever he was speaking and whatnot. And I remember this one day we went to Blue Hole Gospel Chapel, which is on Blue Hole Road, and I saw this lady, and she was tearing the piano apart. And to fast forward, she became my teacher, and I was her first student. And her name is Dawn Sands, and I studied with her since I was 5 years old all the way through high school. So that's how I kind of got into music, and it just grew on me. But we were talking a little bit before where, kids, you go through that period where it becomes really difficult. But I had different parents. My parents did not allow me as a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old to have the option to quit because I didn't feel like doing something. So both my brother and I studied piano through high school. And so, yeah, I'm so grateful that I did, and I stuck it out. And then it's funny you made me play that Tupac, because that's a song that really set me up in high school in a big way, because I could play the little Fur Elise, Beethoven and stuff, but the high schoolers didn't want to hear that. But when I played that Tupac, exactly. So I would aim to learn things like that, and it really kept me interested. And in terms of a classical background, though, I have to say that it probably was simply innate. Because my family is not a family of classical musicians or anything like that, but I just love the complexity. I love the fact that one person could sit at an instrument and create a whole universe. I really enjoyed that, and it's really what's kept me in it all these years later, even to achieve a doctorate degree. A year and a half ago, I graduated. So
awesome. Now, you said your family not into classical music, musicians, but they sound that means they are musicians.
Yeah. So my family. So let me talk about my immediate family. So my dad, a lot of people don't know this, but he can play guitar by ear. Plays very well. I had always asked him to teach me. He said he can't teach me. I still don't believe that to this day. But hey, it is what it is. My mom is a great, wonderful singer. Probably the closest to being classical of any of my immediate family. She's a mezzo soprano, and she sings with the Bel Canto Singers, who's one of the local groups here. And my brother can play drums. So, so all of us could do something in music, but I am the only one who's pursued it as a profession. So, yeah.
Let's pivot now from your profession to talk about you in the fitness athletic arena.
Yeah.
So tell us about your fitness journey. I think you started off swimming. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So first I have to say that I have to give props to John Todd.
Yes.
Because he was the one as a toddler. He was the one that actually taught me to swim initially in those initial stages, and then later on as a 7-year-old. I would have joined Swift Swimming Club, who no longer exists, but Andy Knowles. So I swam all through elementary and high school, and did that up until 10th grade, I would say. And then when I went off to school, I actually picked it up again, and I started swimming in college as well. So I was always a competitive swimmer, and swimming was my outlet to, get my competitive juices flowing, in for a matter of speaking. And but always involved in fitness. Of course, being in SAC, all the sports matter, but particularly track and field matters. So I found my way onto the track team. I was involved in that. I would be involved in the throws. My event was discus. Actually, that's how your previous guest and me connected the first time. We were both competing against each other, and Yeah, I won't say who won when, but all I will say.
Which sketch is this?
So talking about Miles Jr.
Okay, well, I can find out who won. So.
Yeah. Hey, you can ask him. You can ask him.
Well,
but,
he didn't go to SOC, so
Yeah.
clearly you won.
What?
Clearly.
I
Can't we have a winning- can't we have a winning
I
tune?
played the
Let's have a winning tune.
I played the but yeah, no. So I was a thrower, and yeah, just really was always interested in keeping myself in shape. Partially as well because I know the history of my family. So in my family, I guess maybe it's not unique to my family. There are other families as well who suffer from hypertension, diabetes. But in my family in particular, it's pretty insidious, and so I really try to make it a point to eat healthy and keep myself active. And so I started swimming again once I moved back, and that's when we connected the first time because you were in the pool training for an Ironman, and I'd never let me tell you, I'd never heard of or seen a Bahamian who had trained for an Ironman. You probably the first, right?
No.
You're not the first? Okay.
Far from.
Okay, all right. All right.
The 1,000th one.
The 1,000th one, okay. Well, you're the first to me. Let me put it like that. And, and it really got me thinking, okay, what am I going to compete in? And so I was inspired by yourself, and I said, you know what, let me pick up a bike and let me start running, because swimming is, came naturally to me. So right now, I have to say my fitness journey is going to take me to North Carolina in October, and going to swim and bike my first Ironman. So
awesome stuff.
I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it too. It's going to be an awesome journey. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to be able to make it happen.
Oh, I mean, these 5:30 a.m. wake up calls they're killing me.
Yeah.
But see, I needed a coach who would push me in that area, and so I'm grateful to have a coach, albeit it's online, but who's a Marine. So for me, you can't get any more discipline and focus than learning from somebody like him.
And that is a very disciplined trio of sports that you need to make sure things happen with.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I was able to inspire you. Now you said it, so now my brain is going, I need you to inspire me to learn how to play the piano. So we can circle back to this, and we can come back to the guests, and I can let them know. They say a student is only as good as his teacher.
Okay.
So if I'm unable to, play a good tune in about 30, I give you 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't read music. I mean, I remember it. So
how about I give you a lesson right now?
Bingo.
Sit down. Let's go.
hold on now.
Let's go.
And you put it back.
All right.
I saw you were this far, so I would want to go closer, but you were this far. Okay.
Yeah. So real fast. You notice the black keys are in groups of 2 and 3.
Yes.
That's how we know where all the keys are. Mm-hmm. Any white key that's to the left of a group of 2, is called C. That's C. That's C. That's C. That's not C because that's a group of 3. Yes. Play me a C, please. Another C. Another one. Now, real fast. Learning the piano is exactly like learning the alphabet, because how do we read the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Mm-hmm. But most importantly, the alphabet works from left to right.
Okay.
So, understanding that principle, play C again. Play D. It's right next to C. After D is
E.
Play it. After E is
don't mess up F.
Then
G.
Now the musical alphabet ends at G, and then it starts from the beginning of the alphabet. So after G is
A.
Play A.
A, B, C.
I release you into your destiny, and you can play any piece that has ever been created. So that's how you play. That's how you learn.
Awesome. First, listen. This guy is great. This guy is great. You come back.
But see, now what you're playing. It's you're just running your hand up and down the keyboard.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do now. I need a song to learn how to play. Not now, but we can come back to.
All right.
No, actually, tell them the song that I'm going to learn, and when they see me again, I'm going to play the song. Don't give me the Beethoven now. And I'm a little beyond Mary had a little lamb.
Okay.
Somewhere in between there.
Okay. I'll give you some Bach, J.S. Bach, the great Baroque composer. So the next time you see Jay Fitness, he will be performing for you Bach's Minuet in G major.
Give him a sample. Not yourself, but the way I'm going to perform it.
Yeah, you can be able to play this.
Look like some coordination there, but I was moving in a different direction.
Yeah, even I didn't play that perfectly, but
That's fine. So I can play it
so.
as imperfect as that. Okay, fine. 30 days?
Yeah, 30 days. 30 days is all you need.
That's all I need. Thank you. Oh man, I'm flustered now. That's how excited I am. So, are there any other instruments that you play?
So, getting ready to perform is what? No, not getting ready. Being fit to perform is what I'm talking about. And part of my performing life is that I teach, that I educate. And so I have, in my education, I studied at the university, and I have my teaching certification. And part of being a music educator is that you have to learn all the instruments at a basic level. So even though piano is my number one, I can play. There's no instrument that I can play at a basic level.
That's awesome.
So yeah, if I had a violin, I'd play violin for you. I'm pretty good at violin and cello. But yeah, I have a trombone at home. I have a clarinet. Yeah.
So you're a one-man band. The true definition of a one-man band.
Well, yeah, except you can't play all of it at the same time, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can play all the instruments.
Well, I remember Mary Poppins, one guy was playing all at the same time. You have to connect them in the right way so when you move. Your generation wouldn't know about Mary Poppins, but that's fine. It's my generation sort of thing.
Just a spoonful of sugar?
Helps the medicine go down, my brother. Helps the medicine go down.
Yeah, man. I know a little bit about Mary. Yeah.
So if someone wants to learn how to play, or someone wants to use your services at their event, how can they reach out to you?
Well, I have a website, DionCunningham.org. You're free to reach out to me there. I'm also on social media. It's my full name, Dion Cunningham, both on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, those are the ways in which people can reach out to me.
Okay. Awesome. So Dion, give us one more thing. We both head out. I appreciate you coming on and tell us what it means to be fit to perform. We hear about your fitness journey. We're going to be rooting for you in the Ironman. We heard that you went to the Big Red Machine and your event was discus, so you continuously to use your hands. So we see when you definitely have very gifted hands. Are these hands in short?
You keep asking me, but the short answer is no. And that's not because I have not tried to insure them, but that's because there is no insurance company that I've found on this island that will actually do that. So I have to figure out how to do that.
But this is a piece of art. This you make art. So we insure cars. So
I agreed.
Depreciate,
but
and you're moving in the other direction of depreciation. So I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But so I'm going to keep asking, and I'm going to figure out a way how to insure, because this is my bread and butter. Mm-hmm. So to your point, it absolutely needs to happen. But yeah, hasn't happened yet.
All right. So before we leave, play something out, and let's get out of here. And while you're playing, tell the guests something that many do not know about you.
I don't know. I'll play the most popular classical piece everybody knows. I'll actually play it full out. Something I can't talk and play.
Oh, this is the challenge, people. Perform, cameras rolling. Big Red Machine, cameras rolling. Let's go.
Something that very few people know. I'm allergic to 75 foods.
Wow. How does one even figure that out?
Well, I had to do the ALCAT.
Yes, okay.
And yeah, had a lot of health challenges about 2 years ago. And at the top of the list, you'd never forget. You'd never guess what it is.
Fish?
No, man, the national meat is not fish. What's the national meat?
Steak? Chicken?
Chicken. Can't eat chicken.
Woo! Well, I don't eat it anymore, but woo! All right, man. Thank you, man. Continue to play whilst we head out. I thank you guys for tuning in. This is some awesome music. He's going to play us out, and he's going to teach me to play the piano. And then in 30 days, I'll be fully regaled. Lights, camera, action, making things happen. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. We look forward to seeing you at another episode of the Victory Series. Jay out. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff.